Most chefs think that personal chefs work more than restaurant chefs. That's one of the biggest misconceptions in this industry, and it's keeping a lot of chefs stuck. Quick note, before we keep going, if you're already thinking, okay, but how does this actually work? Grab my personal chef resource vault below. It's a lot of the tools I wish I had to get me started. It would have saved me hours of work, and I hope it does the same for you. It's completely free. It has contracts, pricing frameworks, and starting tools, so you're not guessing your way through. The link's below in the description. Now let's talk about freedom. Real freedom. Here's the first thing chefs get wrong. Freedom does not mean doing less work. Freedom means choosing the work. In restaurants, you don't choose much of anything. You don't choose the schedule. You don't choose the volume. You don't choose the guest. You just show up and absorb whatever the day throws at you day after day. As a personal chef, the work doesn't disappear. The chaos does, if you're set up correctly. That's the difference. Here's what freedom actually looks like when you're a personal chef. First, you control your calendar. In a restaurant, time off feels like a favor. As a personal chef, time off is a decision. You decide how many events you take, right? Your friends get married, take the weekend off. The restaurant relies on you. You have to be there because nobody's gonna do it just like you. You know, that's what they put inside your head. That alone changes your nervous system, just the fact that you can control your own time. Second, you control your clients. This one matters more than chefs realize. In restaurants, you serve whoever walks in the door. As a personal chef, you can say no. You can say no to bad energy. You can say no to unrealistic expectations. That's not being difficult. That's running a business. Third, you control how you get paid. Restaurants train chefs to accept fixed pay and variable stress. Personal chefs, we flip that. You price the service, you price the experience. If an event is harder, it costs more. If it's easier, you decide if it's worth it. That's leverage. Now let me be clear, because this part matters. Personal chef work is not easy. You're responsible for everything. But here's the truth. I'd rather be responsible for my own decisions than punished for someone else's. And that is freedom. I remember when I first stepped away from restaurants, I thought freedom would feel like less pressure. It didn't. It felt like clarity. The pressure didn't disappear. It became predictable. It became manageable. And most importantly, it became worth it. Another thing chefs don't expect, clients treat you differently. When someone hires you directly, the respect's baked in. They're not rushing you. They're grateful that you came to their house. They're grateful that you came to them to celebrate. That alone changes how cooking feels. If you're watching this but thinking, okay, what's the catch, Ron? Here it is. Freedom only shows up if you design it. If you say yes to everything, you'll recreate restaurant life. If you underprice yourself, you'll recreate restaurant stress. So what should you actually do this week? First, stop romanticizing restaurant suffering. Struggle is not a badge of honor. It's just struggle. Second, start paying attention to what drains you the most. Third, learn a model that rewards experience, not endurance. Personal chef work done right pays you for judgment, taste, and trust, not just how fast you move. And last, start small. You don't need to quit. You don't need to announce anything. You need to test a better model while you still have income. That's how you build freedom without panic. This channel exists to show chefs there's another way to cook. If you want help building a personal chef business that actually gives you control, book a free call with me. The link's below. And grab the Personal Chef Resource Vault. That's free also. I'll see you in the next one.